I was out drinking with a friend of mine the other night, and this couple walked into the bar. I thought it was kind of cute. They was all holding hands and all. And when they sat down and eat their nachos, they'd reach out now and then and kind of lovingly touch one another. But I could tell my friend wasn't too pleased with them, and he kind of looked at me and said, "Why folks got to decide to be like that?" And I said, "What you mean? In love and happy?" And he said, "You know what I mean." Well, I did know, because that couple's a bit unusual for our community, because the one fella was a fella and the other fella was a fella too. Well, I said to my friend, "When you say why they gotta decide to be that way, I assume you're referring to their sexuality." He said, "I am." Now, I said, "When it comes to sexuality, I don't think you do decide. I think you just are the way you are." He said, "What you talking about?" And I said, "Oh, come on. Remember when we was kids? We didn't sit down at the age of 11 or 12 and make a logical decision we was going to be heterosexual. We just was. I mean, it's not like we went out and got ourselves a Playboy and then some gay porno magazine, did a comparison, made a pro and con chart. We didn't say, well, I like those things, but that over there looks kind of instant too, and I could do a lot with that, but I got one of those, and you know what they say, a bird in the hands will two in the bush. No, we just liked what was on women, not what was on men. In fact, I remember he and I used to go into the library and we'd go get National Geographics, try to find some article about some anthropologist who was studying some, tribe in Borneo and took a photographer with him. I remember this one time I found this really good one about this anthropologist went down to Brazil and he was studying this tribe where the young women didn't wear much more than like one or two banana leaves, and he had a really good photographer. Well, I tried to share that treasure trove with my friend, but he was overlooking in the Muscle Man magazines. Of course, even then, I tried to be kind of non-judgmental, so I just left him alone. But like I told him, I don't think we do choose. And then I said, "If we do get to choose, wouldn't you choose to be bisexual?" He said, "No, I wouldn't want to be no bisexual." And I said, "Oh, come on, of course you would. I mean, it would double your chances of getting a date on New Year's Eve. And then look around this bar. You know what's going to happen here in another 5-6 hours? That poor woman over there, that kind of little cute one, she's going to be the only one left in the bar. And 7 of you guys going to be over there buzzing around her. I won't be, because I'm as monogamous as you can be ever since the night I met the woman who became my wife and still is my wife after 30 years. But you other fellas going to be over there buzzing around her like flies around a honey pot, poor little thing. It's going to get all tense because y'all going to know only one of you going to go home with her. And of course, the one that takes her out of here probably is taking her IHOP and get her pigs in a blanket. But stop and think about it. If you was all bisexual, instead of being 7 guys and 1 woman, there'd just be 8 individuals. You could all just, pair off into 4 groups of 2 and everybody go happy. You could all go to IHOP and have pigs in a blanket together. Well, that didn't seem to convince him, and he looked over at those folks again and said, "Next thing you know, they're going to get married." And I said, "Why not? They're in love. They should be able to get married." And he said, "No, that goes against the sanctity of marriage." Well, I am not going to listen to the sanctity of marriage from this guy. He's on his 3rd marriage. Wife number 3 is on her way out. He found wife number 4 the other night when he stuck that $100 bill in that stripper's G-string. And so no, I do not listen to him about the sanctity of marriage. And I said, "Well, listen, when you fall in love with somebody, you should be able to marry him. And I don't even think it's a choice you make. It's just something that happens." He looked at me and said, "You mean to tell me you didn't decide to fall in love with your wife?" And I said, "No, I didn't decide to fall in love with her. I just walked in that bar, took a look at her, and Cupid shot me through the heart with his arrow, and bang, I was a goner. Now, I can understand how that might confuse you, because you look at me, and you look at her, and you say, of course, he'd pick her. I mean, you knew me back then, too. She should have been dating stockbrokers and engineers and architects and, lawyers and all that kind of thing. Instead, she gets stuck in my old raggedy ass. And you know what happened? When I walked in that bar and Cupid got me with his arrow, well, he jumped out from behind the bar and hit her in the face with a pie like in some old movie. She had no choice either. That's the only thing that can possibly explain how the 2 of us got paired off. So, folks, here's the way I see it. You don't choose who you fall in love with. Cupid just shoots you with that golden arrow or hits you with that pie. And once that happens, if that's the person you need to be with the rest of your life to be happy, well, we need to respect that, and that includes letting them get married. We just need to say to ourselves, if they got hit in the face with that pie, well, it's no choice of mine, and They should just be left to eat the kind of pie that they like.